Well, everyone, we're back out at the NSR this morning. As you tell, it's very early. There's a big tree there, got tied up around that pole many years ago. So the sun is hiding behind the clouds, which is good. Today's supposed to be like 101 degrees or 102 degrees, and trying to get out of here before it gets too hot. Starts baking the skin off of you, as it does in Texas. So I'll see what we can find. So I haven't been here that long. I haven't really had too much luck or anything. I think the water wasn't enough to switch everything over, but there was this oyster that was actually embedded, and flipped it over. It's got the bottom. This is the bottom, and that would be the top. That's why it's laying like that. That's actually how the oyster ended up passing away or dying. And so it's pretty cool. I'll leave it here for somebody else to find. I have plenty of those. So I figured I'd show one of these to you. This is actually a piece of a worm tube. I used to pick these up because some of them actually look like claws. So I would pick them up thinking, you know, hey, I found a claw. How cool is that? But it's not. It's just see, that's part of the hole. That would be another part of it. And so just think about that. Millions of years ago, there was a worm in the ocean that dug into the soil, the mud, whatever it was, and created these. And sometimes they can get pretty long. I found some that are a couple inches long. This one's rather small, but I just wanted to give everybody a look at it. I'm trying to get this focused a little bit better for you, but alrighty. So I'm heading back. I was going to go ahead and go to another area. Haven't seen a whole lot here. And then, of course, I'm still looking around and so forth. But can you see it? It's right here. There's a tooth there, or a piece of a tooth. I'll have to get it cleaned up and everything, but see what it is. I have no idea right now. Might have to ask for some assistance on this one, but I'll get it cleaned up, and we'll see if we can figure out what it is. Maybe I can find out before I post the video and put it on there. It's a nice piece, though. It's one I don't have, so awesome. Hey everyone, I decided I'd change where I was at a little bit. I went up the river just a little bit further. I want to show you this. This is a piece of a baculite, the internal mold of it, and then you can see the actual the flower pattern. It's very similar to the ammonite that I found in the same area but last time. So these are kind of cool. I like the red ones. The black ones are cool also. So we'll keep looking, but this is where we're at right now. Hopefully we'll be able to find quite a few things. It's the same area that the last video was shot at. I just want to show you this. I think it's the internal part of a clam. Let's dig it out of here. Take a look at it real quick. Actually, this is not the internal part of a clam. Oh, actually it is, right there. Right there's the point where the part of the hinge would go. It's hard sometimes to figure these out. It's got a bunch of little worm tubes on top of it. So I think that's a pretty neat little piece. Definitely take that one with me. Be nice to just have something to give to somebody at some point in time. Take a look at this little guy. He actually started hissing at me and everything. He can't be more than 12 inches long, but he's got a little bit of an attitude. I think he's pretty cool looking, little garter snake, so we'll leave him be. Okay, well here's a piece of an ammonite. I'm going to see if I can get it out of there. Oh, it's not too big. Ooh, there we go. Sorry about that. Definitely has the suture pattern on it. A nice little piece. Make a good gift for somebody or something. So I'll be taking that with me. All right, here we are. We looks like a piece of baculite, but in a different matrix, which means it's from a different time period. I'm going to pull it out there. Take a look at it. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. So what I've noticed is the ones from this particular time period and this type of fossilized state, they don't have the suture marks that like the red or the black ones do. Very seldom will you find them with those suture marks on them. So it's actually a fairly good sized piece, and I'll be taking it with me. Actually, I'll clean it up real quick so you can see it all the way. There you go. So nice. Okay, we're just down from that other piece of baculite, the one that was kind of gray in color, and this is actually a piece of a black one, which is more common for the area. It's got the nice suture patterns on it and so forth. So we'll clean that up. And but I do like the puzzle pattern on that one. It actually looks like it's been beat up pretty much from the river. So in this one spot, I found a piece of red matrix with a baculite in it, a baculite piece, which is really cool. So I'll get that cleaned up and so forth. And then as I was stooping down to get that, I saw this another nice piece of ammonite. Got some nice suture patterns on it. It's actually got kind of the inner part there. So pickings have been a little slim today, but we're going to keep looking and so forth. I'm sorry, I just saw that. Thought it might be something, but it's not. So, all right, I'll check back in here in a little while. Alrighty, folks, so I've been walking for quite a while. I normally find bones before this, but this is actually in the red matrix. It's right around where I found that red vertebrae in the last video that I pulled out. I need to get cleaned up and show everybody. But once again, this is in the red matrix, sitting right on top, and that's actually a nice mosasaur vertebrae. It's actually a pretty good size one. Let me see if I can clean it up a little bit in the water here real quick. Just sitting there on top. Who knows? I might have walked by it last time. You know, sometimes you depends on where the sun's at and how your eyes are looking at things, whether or not you can be able to see it or not. But I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but that's that's part of the area that would go attached to the other bone, and that part is actually buried inside this red matrix right here. I don't know if I'll actually remove it from the matrix. I actually like the matrix. I think it creates a good look for them, but it's cleaned up a little bit. It's getting a little concerned there. I hadn't found any bones yet, but that's a good one. Look, that's it's a good 4 inches long or so. So might even have to do the happy dance here in a little while to celebrate that one. So I decided to sit down and take a break here for a minute. The temperature is going through the roof here in Texas, and I'm going to start making my way back, probably 1.5 miles up, maybe 2 miles. Found this, appears to be a bone, and not really sure what to. You know, you can see the actual structure and stuff there, but then it's kind of flat on this side. So I don't know, maybe part of a shell to something, or a piece of a much larger bone. So yeah, it's a cool find. So I'm making my way back. I'm going to call it a day, and I'm just, you know, kind of walking and looking as I'm going, like always. And it's kind of hard to tell, but that's actually appears to be a sea urchin fossil in the red matrix. It's kind of beat up and everything, but you can make it out. It's there. So I don't have one, definitely don't have one that size, so I'm happy. Hey everyone, I went ahead and got everything washed down and so forth. Kind of want to review what was able to locate today. I believe this, believe it or not, is a piece of coprolite I think they call it. It's actually poop, actually, believe it or not. So that's my thought. A lot of debris and stuff in it, but we'll have to ask some people that actually know what's going on whether that is or not. There's the baculite that was found in the red matrix. If you look at that little piece that's right there in the middle, that's actually a clam also. So worth bringing home. There's the backlights from today with the suture pattern on that one. Sorry about that. And the red one. Did find one gastropod today. That's the one that we were able to locate. That's an internal cast. This one is pretty cool. This is part of the backlight, believe it or not. It's part of the puzzle piece that goes together. So thought that was neat. There's the clam internal castings from earlier. There's the big one on the front left here. Piece of bone that was, like I said, not sure where it goes or what part of the animal it goes to, but it is there. So try to get the camera focused a little bit. There's the other piece of bone, the one I'm still trying to figure out what it is. Remember, on one side it's like that, the other side it's actually, sorry, got a little bit of water on there. I was trying to wet them down, just cleaned them up. It's kind of flat. So there's the prize of the day, that big old vertebrae. So the vertebrae, actually, if you look at it, although this is a full chunk of earth right there, right, of the red matrix, it doesn't go that far. It only goes to about right there. So when it's about 3 inches long, it's still a nice piece. You can tell it looks like it just came out. There's no real rough edges there, so I'm going to have to go back and check for the rest of that. There's the one ammonite I showed you with the suture patterns, real nice there. Got the smaller version, same thing with the suture patterns. Here's the small one I was talking about, just a piece, which I believe is part of an ammonite, but in the black black internal mold. So there's the other piece I found. I didn't show you this when I was out walking around. This is actually a big piece. So this is my hand on the back side of that. So it's a good sized piece. But you can see the ribbing on it. See these lines here that are coming up. That's ribbing. That used to be part of a really large ammonite. It'd be nice to find one of those. But they say in the North Sulphur River it's kind of tough because everything gets tumbled around quite a bit. And there we go. We're back to the sea urchin. That was the last one of the day. The tooth, actually, was able to find out what that was. It's on the, it's actually in a case right now getting cleaned up. So, and there you go. There's what we have for today, the biggest part of it. So thank you for watching. If you did like it, please hit the subscribe button.